Hi! I thought I'd do a little test video today, and I thought I'd do it as an unboxing because I just went to the post office and picked up my new lens. I hope it is my new lens at least. And it's going to be hopefully the Canon RF2470, which I've been thinking about buying for a while. But it's really expensive, and that's why I haven't really gotten around to it. But right now Canon has a cashback campaign going on, and that's why I sort of didn't want to wait any longer, even though I was kind of scared to use all that money because it's expensive. Let's see if I can get this thing open. Just throw that on the floor. This is going to be interesting. See, here it is, I think. Oh, it's pretty big for wide angle. And here's also my the filter that's supposed to go on top, mostly to protect the lens. So here is the Canon RF2470mm 2.8 LIS USM. So let's see what it looks like. So as we open this up, we get a little bag on the top, a little bit of paperwork, a little bit of, I don't know what you call this, sunshade. And here's the lens. Oh, it's almost as big as the old one, I think. See, I'm using my old EOS 5D Mark II for the close-up with a 7200 lens, and there's no automatic focus in video mode on that camera, so this is probably going to be blurry, but oh well. Here's the lens. Different new kind of lens hood, and obviously new kind of mount. So here I have the Canon EOS R6 that I bought from a friend not too long ago, maybe 6-8 months ago, and I really like it. There's some really great improvements from my 5D Mark III that was my best camera before. It's a nice camera that too, but it didn't have the autofocus in video mode, and also with the optical viewfinder you couldn't really see what you were getting as you were shooting, whereas this is more like like how the video cameras were before, where you can actually see in real time kind of what the picture's going to look like. So anyways, but I didn't have, I was still using my old lenses. So for the 2470 I was using this EF 2470, which is still a good lens, but it's getting really old, and I've noticed in the past few months that it's started having trouble finding focus, especially when it was a little bit dark. So I was really struggling sometimes, and when you don't have much time, like in a wedding and the couple is just about to leave in the car, and you want to just get that shot of the couple in the back seat, and you're trying to focus and it just won't find the focus. That's not cool. So I've been thinking for a while I should buy a new lens, one that works with the new camera and one that works, but it's really expensive, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to spend the money, especially now when in the winter time I don't have that much to do. So, but then again, if I want to have something to do, then I need the gear. So anyways, they're almost the same size. I actually thought it was going to be smaller. But anyways, it's going to be a little bit smaller because if I use this lens with this camera, I have to have the adapter in between. And also I'm going to lose some of the features that this one has that this one doesn't have. So I'm still gonna sort of come out on top, I think, except I'm gonna be a couple of $1,000s behind on the bank account. So pretty much the same size, about the same weight. I think I read somewhere this is a slider. I can't really feel it. It's going to be marginal, I think. Alright, let's put this away. And let's put this on to that one. Okay, I'm excited now. All right, so this is in 24 millimeters. Okay. Autofocus, manual focus. Okay, why is it not moving? Oh, there it is. You have a lock here. I thought it's already broken, but okay. We have a little lock thing going here, and now it works just fine. Oh, that's nice. All right. Okay. So can we get a little bit of? All right. That's pretty nice. All right. Well, like I said, it's about the same size and pretty much the same weight. A little bit disappointed at the size, but I suppose, but at least this one is smaller. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I guess it's because, well, because you probably put it on to that. Okay, I think I get it. Let's see how this works. Is that right? That's not right. Oh, maybe it is right. Okay. All right. Okay, so at least this part, the shade, whatever it's called, is smaller, a lot smaller. So doesn't look quite as intimidating. And I hope it shades the sun when it needs to too. I used this one pretty much also as for protecting the lens, because when you have this on, it's a much smaller chance that you're going to hit something with the lens and ruin the lens. Okay. All right, it looks nice from here. Okay, so that's my, well, it's not my first RF lens actually. It's I did buy a RF 50 1.8. It was about $200, so I bought it, and it was actually pretty nice. It's really small, so you can, I don't know if I have it somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So this is the 50 millimeter 1.8 compared to this one. That's a pretty big difference. But obviously this is just 50 millimeters, no zoom. But it's nice for it to be so small, and it's so cheap too. But before I used this one. That was the first professional lens that I bought. and I also had the 16 to 35 EF 2.8 and this 70 to 200 EF 70 to 200 2.8. And so I have had these 3 zoom lenses that were all 2.8 aperture all over the focal length. So you know, obviously the aperture is one of the key factors when you buy a lens, and that's why these lenses are pretty expensive, because you get the 2.8, which is a pretty bright lens, or a good aperture for a lens to have over the whole focal length area. And because a lot of times when you buy the kit lenses, it's going to be at, when you zoom all the way out, it's going to be like maybe aperture 4, and then when you zoom in, it's going to be aperture 5.6, and that means compared to 2.8, you're going to lose a lot of light. Oh, I think one of my cameras just stopped recording. Let's see if I can get it going again. Okay, so that was my oldest 5D, my 5D Mark II. It only records video for so many minutes. I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. I guess there was some feature that Canon built into it, maybe so it wouldn't compete with their camcorders that they had. They took that out, I'm happy to say. So anyways, so I have those 3 lenses. I used them for a long time, and now this didn't work. My EF 24-70 didn't work, so I figured maybe I should just invest the money. And now I have one that works with this camera. I'd still have to use my 70 to 200. I'm going to use, I guess, with my old Canon EOS 5D Mark III, which is going to be my second camera now. So since this lens only works with this camera, and well, the other lens is built for that camera, so even though my 70 to 200 is usually my favorite lens, I'm going to put that on my second camera now. And well, I'm pretty excited to see how this works, especially in video. That's also a reason why I started out with this one, because I was really thinking about getting the RF 70 to 200, because that's the one I would really like. But then, especially for video, it's not going to be that useful. I mean, it's going to be nice for an occasional shot, but mainly I'm going to need the wider angle. And I never really liked the 16 to 35, maybe just because I don't really know how to use it. But that's the one I'm shooting on right now. But I think 24 to 70 is going to be more versatile. It's going to suit me better than the 16-35. Plus, that's the one that wasn't working, so I think that's a good place to start. And I'll just keep on using the other ones with the adapter or with the other camera, and we'll see how it goes. I'll probably post a video or some pictures later. Actually, I'll grab a bit of video shooting the cameras. Let's see. Okay, smile. All right. Let's see how that goes. At least that was autofocus, so it might be in focus, hopefully. All right. I hope we talk again soon.